Yo guys, this is Reinhardt and I'm sorry I've been away because I'm recently coming back to WoW and I'm really rusty, and I first of all want to get back in the shape so I can continue produce quality videos for you guys. But this video that I'm making is actually gonna be quite a bit different because I'll be talking about the PvP, in general PvP about World of Warcraft, and the things that I want to see in the Mists of Pandaria. This is sort of my wish list. I understand maybe I'm just an idiot who's bashing his head against the wall. But you know what, I would love to do that. Maybe there's a small chance, a slight chance, WoW and Blizzard could actually listen. And this information I got derived from listening to my subscribers and talking to top rated players as well. And I'll be covering everything, arenas, gearing, RPGs, everything. But this one is gonna be about World vs World, so let's get started. So here's what I have for the current problems. The first of all, community and guilds are mostly likely a joke. I've been in Daramaktar, now gaming. I've been in the top rated PvP guilds, and guess what? All of them were just about to either troll each other, sometimes occasionally find partners, but they usually don't do anything together. My guild is actually right now is a bit different because they do actually hardcore PvE. They're like 6 out of 8 heroic, which I actually give them a lot of comments about. But overall, PvP guilds community don't very well mesh together. The leveling system is also flawed. Oh, about the guilds also one thing, it's all about how many stars, gladiators, or how many monsters it kills. It's more like about what the guild has instead of what the actual guild does together. The leveling system is flawed, and mostly because of the scaling issues. Let's say a Mind Blast crits for a lot, Ambush does a lot of damage when you level, Frost Mages, Frostbolt, Icelands does a shit tons of damage, but that's because they're leveling and those abilities scale down at the final level, but they are extremely powerful when you're leveling. So this is the other problem what I see with the World vs World PvP. Battlegrounds, the ones that should not be battlegrounds, and yes, I'm talking about Alterac Valley and Isle of Conquest, and I will elaborate on it. And lots of good old content dying. I played since Wrath of the Lich King and I could say I love Winter Grasp, I like Tolbarat, and those things are dying even though they are actually very fun. So about the community again, they don't do a lot of things together. It's all about the stars. Not a lot of guilds are doing fun. They're not doing a lot of fun like raiding Ogrimmars, raiding cities. And the guilds that are actually doing something fun usually don't have a lot of high rated because they're not focusing on it. And in my opinion, community in World of Warcraft is all-time low. If you've been in other MMOs, people laugh at World of Warcraft community because it compromises of a lot of trolling, because that's what people usually do a lot. They being elitist about their virtual ratings and they troll the crap out of each other. And to me it's kind of vaguely, to be honest, pretty damn pathetic. Leveling system, scaling is really bad. I mean, Shadow Priest at 85 right now in Mists of Pandaria, there are flash heals for like roughly 75, 80k, up to 80k. That's more than 50% of their HP, but on 85 right now on Cataclysm, they heal for like what, 10-15k? Because this is how the scaling works. The percentages heals usually are least powerful until you get to the end level, and that's when they get the most powerful. And the abilities that heal through the spell power and scaling usually are the opposite. Open world PvP could just attract a lot of griefing and trolling. Let's put it this way, nothing pisses me off the most when I'm actually leveling my, let's say, 25 level hunter and I have a level 80 rogue on the other side just spam camping me. It's just annoying as hell. Those little cowards that are making somebody else's lives miserable because they have a better gear and they have a better life. Just get a life, you assholes. And questing, again, like I said, and PvP could be fun if you find somebody who is identical class or who doesn't scale absurdly well with their early levels. Yes, it could be fun if you trade in killing blows, but usually it's not. Either you camp or somebody else camps you, and you bring your friends, they bring the other friends, and you have the whole huge griefing war while you are there trying to level. Yeah. Now about the BGs that should not be BGs, like Alterac Valley and of Conquest. Yeah, you get a little bit of honor from them, but to be honest, they're a lot longer than the other battlegrounds, and it's usually very zergy, randomly zergy, so you don't even have a community, or usually if you quit by yourself, you're just fighting against a bunch of hordes of people. And yes, you might get healed, yes, you might not get healed. It's very zergy, and it's all zergy for the wrong reasons. There's a lot of randomly. People feel useless because they're up against 40 people if they queue by themselves. And even if they queue with a whole pre-made, yes, they can make a big difference. It does happen. But overall, you're not gonna make as big as impact. If it's a full pre-made in Warzone College, 5 people, oh my god, yes, you either get your ass kicked or you kick somebody else's ass. But in Alterac Valley, it doesn't work that well, very well. And for a TB and Wintergrass, beautifully designed. Siege engines are there, towers are there, defending, all that stuff is there. But to be honest, the biggest problem with that is that they can be very exclusive. For example, on the high-pop servers, there's no point in queuing because you have like what, 5-10% chance of getting in, to be honest, and it happens once every 3 hours, so it's not really that much. And on the other hand, if you're playing on the side that doesn't have a lot of people, and I've been on those as well, you're screwed because there's not enough people to actually defend and play there. So yeah, like, they're very, very frustrating. So here are a few ideas that I came up. First of all, PvP scaling, reduce damage by 50%. And at the top level, yes, you can bring it down to 30% baseline, but I think that 30% baseline with the one that Blizzard's doing right now is not enough. Because yes, I'm not gonna get hit by 80% of my HP through one ambush. I will be hit by roughly what, 56%. So cool, I can live a couple seconds longer. No, reduce it by 50%, then we actually see something happening. Reduce healing by 25 to 50% because healing, unskilled healing in PvP is also very, very strong. And PvP in questing is fun, but no mount can create a spam camping. So my idea is remove resurrection sickness. It's an old mechanic, it's not needed. New MMOs doesn't have it. There's no point. Even in Rift, if you resurrect at the healer, you can heal yourself back through just measly gold. And in Guild Wars, there's no resurrection sickness. It's not fun mechanic. It's not healable, it's not fun. Why you should have a downtime if you died somewhere and you cannot get in there? For either PvP reasons or for PvE or through just like geological, like if you died in the mountain. It happened to me once too. It was such stupid. So remove the resurrection sickness and actually let people choose which graveyard they wanna appear in their continent, so to say. Maybe give them a different options. I think that would be a much more fun leveling solution for us. Now this is the most exciting part of the video because here actually you guys will get a lot of nergasms. So let's get ready. The BGs that should not be BGs and Wintergrass and Tall Barat. You know what? Make them open PvP areas and make them cross server, maybe 3 servers participating in them. Enlarge those areas to accommodate the size. World of Warcraft is least graphic intensive game, so let's use that as our advantage. Let's actually have there larger areas for a lot of people to participate and have fun on it. And make them give something, like 10% to XP, gold, valor, honor gain for each of those you control. So there's a total of what? 4 here, 4 areas, so up to 40% increase in XP. Yes, and also let people gain justice and conquest points while doing them. And also let them get valor if they win. Let's face it, PvP conquest points to get is a joke. Valor takes a lot more time. So come on, let's make it a little bit easier for us PvPers as well. I understand it's gonna be a lot less grindy, but let's face it, grinding is not fun. People are botting, and they're botting for some reason because the grinding is not fun. Let's say it like this. I'm playing on my mage. My mage hits almost one-shots mobs with his arcane blast. Yet the mob, when he gets to me in the melee range, he smacks me for 2 to 3% of my total HP. It's very, very sad. It's literally just spam your buttons, get your levels, and then grind your gear. The model is really old and it shouldn't be like that. Now also, I don't want to be exclusive there based on the level. So let the people actually level while participating in those events. But as we know, they could not directly participate in those events because they will just get almost one-shotted by higher levels with a better gear. So this is the solution I came up with. Have those people pick the actual sort of like a class, a pre-made character for them, and it's gonna be archer, footman, engineer, and peasant. 4. And where archer should be responsible for defending towers, footman defending the walls, the gates, this capture points. Engineer will be responsible for actually shooting from the towers, from the outside into the enemy vehicles, and peasants will be there, have the most probably important role, where they will actually carry the resources from the mines, like in Isle of the Conquest or Alterac Valley, to the actual outpost. And when they collect that, they get resources, they get reinforcements. So once your team is run out of reinforcements, nobody can spam. So the miners will bring that gold or those resources for everybody to keep spamming and to keep owning until they actually get a win. Have those pre-made characters have a sort of like a baseline resilience of maybe like anywhere from 30 to 40% and some different skills. For example, Archer have some damaging shots, Footman have some defensive where he can hold on to until your friends arrive and keep them off the flag. For example, Engineer will have some sort of like mount climbing or something where he can climb and he gets into those turrets and start shooting up, and maybe give them some pesky cool abilities. For miners, for example, give them the ability to maybe stun, to maybe sprint, to get away, to call for help or something like that, maybe advanced ping system, something like that, something particular, have them baseline resilience and have them scale with the level. For example, they let them all start at 400k HP, which is the basic pool of all the PvPers, and gain 1 extra k HP per level, so to the total of 490,000 hit points. And yes, they might have a little bit more hit points, but they're not gonna do as much damage as the fully geared PvPers. But this way, when the lower levels turn into those, they will have fun, they will gain level, they will gain honor, they will gain resources, so when they actually get to the max level, they're not gonna feel as useless. And for the under-geared characters, guess what? When they actually start doing that as well, they're gonna have fun, B, they're gonna contribute a lot, because lower levels don't contribute a lot. If you've been a lower level under-geared one, it sucks, it really does, getting one-shotted. So this is a good solution. Making baseline resilience, but everybody else having PvP power is not. Now, this could be actually a good, fun, sort of like a perky solution for everybody to enjoy while leveling and PvPing, or to just have fun in general. And also gonna build up the community in terms of from a standpoint of level 10s, low levels playing with the higher levels. Now last but not least, let's talk about community and guilds. If we will have world bosses like Blizzard's trying to do, in my opinion, make 4 raid bosses. So, and make it open, so PvPers will have to stand there by the gates and defend, while the PvErs can fly in and be a freaking Rambos and have the whole server benefit from it, not just people who actually kill the boss. The ideas actually posted here in general should actually spike a huge interest in World vs. World PvP, and people building up the communities, guilds going back to where it's supposed to be, people playing with each other and having a lot of fun, server pride, maybe something like that will show up. Maybe server doesn't have a lot of people, but at least if they stick together and they play together and know each other well, they can attract a lot of attention that way, because people will be looking at them, seeing how they work as a community. I think this could be potentially the biggest and the best community builder ever. And guys, if you like my ideas, if you like what you've seen here, if you think this could possibly be a really good hit, please go and support me in my thread. A link is in the description below out here. Find it and support me, please. I'm begging you to do so. I'm not sure if I can do anything about it, but at least I would like to try. And also please, if it's not gonna be hard for you, copy and paste this and put also the reservation like I did on US, because I'll be talking about everything else, please, and post it on European servers. And if you're servers from servers based in Asia, please do the same thing. Let's work together and maybe, just maybe, we can persuade Blizzard just a little bit to make this game for us. And as always, please guys, stay tuned, because I will be covering a lot of different things about WoW PvP. Thank you guys for watching. As always, yours, Vladimir, aka Reinhardt, and до свидания.